Hey, what's up, comic book fans, and welcome back to Comic Book Corner. That's right, guys. The channel where we do all kinds of comic book reviews and more. That's right, guys. Today we are talking about Justice League of America issue number 2. That's right. First one was really great. Had lots of character development, I guess you want to say. It kind of introduced all our characters in the actual issue, gave a little bit of a background, so you were somewhat familiar with our characters. And this issue, it kind of went a little bit further, and you got to see the humor on some of the characters in this book as well, which was so great to see. The artwork, I'm not the biggest fan of the artwork, but it has grown on me in this second issue, and I don't mind it at all. You can learn to live with it. Our book is done by, obviously, it's Geoff Johns. And it was a very interesting tale. The book opens up with Scarecrow, and he's being talked to by this gentleman here. Not quite sure what his name was. And he was saying, join me, blah, blah, blah. They kept on going on this little interrogation thing that you would have to read. The one thing about this book, it has lots of dialogue, so you have to pay close attention to what goes on in this book. However, the dialogue is important and you need to know it. Basically, we see Trevor and Amanda Waller discussing about Green Arrow's situation, how he was the Dark Hunter and how his men went and they found him and they brought him to the hospital and things like that. And there was this whole discussion about Amanda and Trevor and how he needs to follow her orders because they're going on their first mission, and it's like immediate. He's complaining about how he doesn't have time to train them, and Amanda's like, you gotta get them out there right away. So it's a lot of crazy stuff that's happening, and their mission is going to find out about this secret society that no one knows about. So they have to meet at 10 o'clock in the conference room. And the first thing that we find is that Vibe is the first one there, because Vibe is the rookie hero that's going on. And as time goes on, a little bit here, you find that Vibe is talking to his brother, and it's just funny because the first one that comes walking in is like Stargirl, and Vibe's like, my brother's like a big fan, you know, and it just like click. It's so funny as he sees her. And then the next people that come in is Katana and Martian Manhunter, and they come walking in, and they're just like, oh, who else is on the team? How cool! And they all have like these cool little emblems on their on the seats. So this is like the really high point of the issue for me. And then so they're all sitting down, and Catwoman's in there, and Stargirl's like, what are you doing here? No offense though, but aren't you like a criminal? And she's like, I'm one of the big girls, or one of the good girls now. The best thing I thought in this particular issue is that Vibe is sitting on this table, and you have he's sitting there, and the expression on his face is priceless here, because you just see the big the ball thing. The mace, yeah, I think it's called the mace. It just comes down on the table, clank, and Vibe's like, what the heck? he's like, hey, and then he goes, Hawkman, are you okay? And he's like, why? He's like, you're covered in blood. He's like, it's not my blood. And he looks at it's like he's looking at the audience, and then he gets up, and he's just like, he just kind of moves away over to the side. He moves his chair over. It was classic. And Hawkman's just like, okay. And then the Vibe's just like looking down. It wants nothing to do with them. And, you know, and then Trevor just goes, you need to get cleaned up before we go out on, on this briefing. So it was really cool to see this. There's a lot of discussion on what's going on. They have, like I said, the press conference that goes on. You know, Catwoman's back to her horror ways, of course, and kisses Steve Trevor and steals his wallet, and in the process kind of looks like a picture at Wonder Woman and sets off a thing with Batman. So there's all kinds of history that's going on. And then finally we get to see Martian Manhunter, where he actually kind of probes Green Arrow's mind to try to find out what's going on and what's happening. And you see these crazy images of Batman, but it's like not really Batman. It's crazy stuff here. It's like some iron Batman, some stone Batman. And you can see that he physically got hurt really bad in these battles. So our team goes out on their first mission right after they got done with this briefing. And the next thing you see on the last page is, remember from the very first issue, from the first panel, you got to see like shadows of Batman, Wonder Woman, and Superman. Well, now you see in the last page, you see this right here, and it's them, but it's not really them. They're like some weird, evil, I don't know, kind of weird-looking form, and crazy stuff though. And of course, Wonder Woman's got the, lasso around his neck, which is so fitting for her. And then the next issue it says Betrayal. So. Really good stuff. I don't read the Shazam stories at the end because I've never read Shazam before. I've heard good things about him, but I just never took the time to actually read it. Plus, there's another little backup story in here about the Justice League that you guys can read. But this was a great issue. The only thing it may have lacked was a little bit of action, but the middle of the issue where it has to do with the team members just forming for the first time and meeting each other was just epic. I just love the humor in it, and great stuff that looks like that's going to happen between our villain here and the Secret Society, and how the team reacts to working together for the first time. So I'm really looking forward to that. So here's my question to all you in this group: who is your favorite team member? Is it Stargirl? Is it Catwoman? Is it Martian Manhunter? Is it Simon Baz, Katana, Vibe? Guys, give me who your favorite team member is for this team as to date. So guys, that's all I have for you today, and this is Mike Spider Slayer signing off, and until the next comic book review, I'll see you guys real soon. Thanks for watching, everyone. Take care. Bye.